Yeah, so here they are. They are finishing up. They have done all the drilling. The drilling's all done. Looks like a circus tent. But yeah, they got the drilling all done. They're about to put the pipes in. So they're going to put the pipes in. They're going to finish up today. There's our water crew taking a break at lunchtime. They're going to start putting the pipes in. The pipes are over here. I'll show those in a minute. Yeah, you can see the dirt has been piled up very high. The backhoe driver has gone home because there's no more room to dig, so they have to wait till they get all these pillars in, all these columns in. I keep calling them pillars, but they're columns. Once they get all these columns in, then they will backfill the dirt. So yeah, you can see here that they actually got another hose, so they're running some water over here, which means they don't have to walk as far for the water, so that's good, at least till the water pump gets done. But you can see they're forming up the columns, and they're going to pour concrete in each of those and form them up to that point, and then they'll backfill the dirt, and the floor will be up here. So yes, the floor will be actually where this wood piece is here. This is where the floor will be. So 50 centimeters above the road. And so yeah, so they're forming up all the pillars, all the columns. Keep calling them pillars. And then they will pour those all at once. So actually, you can see here, these have already been poured. So yeah, these ones have already been poured. These three. And so they'll let them form up before they take the wood off of those. Yeah. So they're making major progress. We had an older gentleman over here yesterday when we had the halo. Said he has never seen a house go up this quickly. So, never seen a house go up this quickly. So yes. So here a little over a week. So, but yes, excellent job. I'm going to show you. Here's our supplies for the well over here. Here's our cocoa lumber. Hot today. Very hot today. Very hot here every day. Very hot here every day in the Philippines. But yeah, here's our pipes for the well. These are the 4-inch pipes that are going to go down. And these pipes will go down. They fit to each other. These are the plastic pipes, so they get melted, and then that's how they get sealed. And then here is the pressure tank. So it's a 120-gallon pressure tank. 120-gallon pressure tank. Yes, electrical and plumbing supplies, Rosario Batangas. So yeah, and there's a warranty. I'll save that for posterity. So yeah, but here's the connection on it. So yeah, so that's the pressure tank, 120 gallons. There's the pipes. They'll go in. There's of course our banner. I took a screenshot of it. I'm going to use for the opening scene. So I'm going to work on that today. I still got a lot of rebar left. These guys are forming up more columns. 34 columns total on the house. And so yeah, so these guys are still working the columns. Got a lot more to do. It's 13 that are up. And then looks like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, so another 9 columns have got formed. So yeah, so we're doing good. And of course here's Abigail and my wife Adele and my brother-in-law Archie. Say hi, Archie.
Hello.
And then there's Abigail. Say hi, Abigail.
Abigail, hi.
And then there's Adele. Say hi, Adele.
Hello.
Yeah, she doesn't want to look, so yeah, so.
Okay,
But yeah, we will film when they start putting the pipes in. So here they are putting the pipe pieces down, plastic pipe. They're working on the last couple. I think there's only one here. We got one more behind us, so they're on the last 2. We got here just in time. And over there, they're putting the pump together. That's a submersible pump. Sorry, the backhoe is chopping up the rocks. Yeah, so they're putting the pipes down. The pipes are going down nice and easy because they drilled the hole so big. So a nice breeze there now. So it's very hot, very hot. So yeah, so then they're also, so the plastic pipe goes in and then the metal pipe goes inside the plastic pipe. So the plastic pipe keeps the dirt away, and then the metal pipe is what actually the pump is attached to. So yeah, so 2 levels, 2 layers. Very excited. So yeah, so we should be finished with the well today. They're putting that together. Here's where they're putting the pipes down. And like I said, it looks like they only have 2 pieces left. Actually, that piece and 1 more behind me. So yeah, so and they're doing. So yeah. And then we'll show the finished product. So the way it actually works is the plastic pipe goes in to hold the dirt back. Keep the hole that they drilled open. And then the metal pipe is what actually goes in. They're putting the fittings on each end of the metal pipe. So the plastic pipe was in 10-foot sections. There were 15 of those. And that's the last one. And then here the metal pipe is in 20-foot sections. And they're putting on the fittings on the one end. So they're putting the fittings on, making sure they are sealed. And then yeah. So, and that's going to go inside the plastic pipe. And the pump that they're working on over there will actually connect to one of these pieces of pipe. So yeah. So they don't actually have to shove it down into the ground with force. It actually will just slide down in the plastic pipe. So yeah. But yeah, we'll show when they start putting that in there. So there is the pump attached to the top of one of the pipes. Just getting it tightened up. They've got the what we call plumbing tape on there. So, yeah. Alright, here they're putting the very first one in. So this the very bottom is the pump. So the pump is at the very bottom. That's why it's a submersible pump. And they're sliding it in. It's on the very first pipe. And they're sliding it into the inside tube. So they've actually got 2 tubes there. They got a big 8-inch tube, then they got a 4-inch tube. And then the 2-inch pipe is attached to the pump. The pump goes all the way on the bottom. So then they got this down here. And then they're gonna screw on another piece of pipe and keep going down. So they got it attached with a clamp so it doesn't fall. And then they're gonna put another piece of pipe on, so they have all these pipes set up with the fittings. And they can put them on. And big pipe wrenches. And now they're putting another fitting. I got 2 pipe wrenches, one to hold the pipe and one to get fixed on get that fitting put on. I'm just going to show one section and then we'll show the end. But there's the cord for the pump. So there's got to be 150 feet of cord in order for it to go all the way down. So yeah, so they got one wrench to hold the pipe, and then 1 wrench on the fitting. Alright. Up. They're going up. And attach this pipe onto the next one. One right after the other. Just. Yeah, so he's got the most difficult job. He's got to hang on to the ladder and hold the pipe at the same time and guide it away from all the ropes and the tarps and everything else. Yeah, so that's 20 feet. So yeah, so now they're gonna put it in the fitting, and they're gonna use the pipe. Use the pipe to twist it in by hand, and then use the pipe wrench to tighten it up. There, he's got a clamp on there holding the pipe so it doesn't move. Bigger wrench, and then they're going to do this, what, 5 more times, 4 more times. And Archie's over there working on the electric, so run the line so that they can test the pump. That's what a pipe wrench is for. That's what a pipe wrench is for. That's it. So then they're going to do that 4 more times. So I'll show you the finished project. So yeah, so they hook a chain around the pipe. They use zip ties to zip tie the cable that is running the pump to the pipe. And they use the chain and this pulley system to lower the pipe into the hole. So that way they can control it and keep it from sliding. And they got the clamp on there to hold it now. So then they move the chain back up to the top and start again. Yeah. You do that 2 times per section. So he's tightening it up there. It all tight. You can pull on to make sure it's tight. Then they take the clamp off. And then they lower the pipe down. As they lower the pipe down, they use a zip tie to do the cable. So then he tightens the clamp up again. And it's latched on. Pull the chain back up and put the next section of pipe on. So yep, there you go. Well, here we go. They've got the electric hooked up for the control box. See if I can zoom in. Got a breaker over there on the control box. Wired up to check the power. Power's good. Yeah, so, and then here's the finalization. They put the pipe on that the water's going to come out of. And here in a second, I think we're going to test it. So, yeah, so we'll see the finished product. Excellent, excellent work, excellent work. All right, first test. First test, there it is. Whoa! Excellent, excellent. There's our pump. There's our pump. A little bit of cleanup. Put all their stuff back in the truck and they're good to go. Good to go. Finished product. Finished product. Oh yeah, hi, this is Ron. I'm trying to do an outro, so we'll see how this goes. But this is actually a scene from my Twitch stream where I do game streaming. But anyway, sorry didn't do an outro earlier. I'll try to do it on my phone tomorrow. But already taken a shower and we're already home. But yes, we were able to complete the weld today. They also poured the columns, so for the guest bedroom side of the house. So that's a big deal, and got that all taken care of. So we'll wait for those to form up. The backhoe driver came back and started digging some more. But yeah, the well's done. We did not hook up the pressure tank. The foreman suggested that we don't hook up the pressure tank until the water starts coming out clear, which could take about a month. So they don't need it perfectly clear for making the cement and all that. But they do want it perfectly clear before we put the pressure tank on, because that'll keep the debris from getting in there. So otherwise it's got to be drained. And so, but yes, very productive day. The section between where I showed in the beginning, them eating lunch, and then the section where they were actually putting the plastic pipe in was like a 3-hour difference. So I didn't mention that in the video, but yeah, I thought I should mention that. So, but yeah, so we're making great progress. I mentioned in the video as well that we had an older gentleman that was over, not yesterday, but Tuesday, when we did the Halo Halo. We were over there yesterday, but I didn't do any video. And he said he has never in his 80 years seen a house go up this quickly. And so yeah, he really complimented us on our choice of an engineer and a team. And like I said, the well guys took 4 days to get the well done, but it is done. The main guy from the well people will come back in a month. After the foreman says the water looks clean, we'll call him back, and then they'll attach the pressure tank. And so, but yeah, as it turns out, the pressure tank would need to be covered and a place to protect it. So yeah, we did also put up some kind of a temporary structure, which I probably see. I don't think we're going over tomorrow, but we'll probably see on Saturday, for to cover up the control box and the breaker, so that if it does happen to rain, which it most likely will tonight, that won't cause any problems. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks again, and hopefully you'll see you in the next one. So take care.